Right, well, today we are looking at the Orbi 860 series of mesh Wi-Fi router systems. So yes, that means that you can just keep adding on extra satellites, and you can get them in a 2-pack or a 3-pack, but the cool thing is that they also come in black as well as white. I think that's cool anyway. So this is a tri-band system, so not a quad band system like the 960 is. In saying that, I have found the performance to be excellent, and you also get the added bonus of count them 1, 2, 3, 4 Ethernet ports you can hardwire things into there, plus you've got your line in there from your modem, of course, and that applies to the satellites as well. So here's the satellite. I know they look the same, but here's the satellite unit. So yeah, 4 ports there as well. So yeah, full all the features which I've talked about in the review, of course, in terms of what you can do with the Orbi app, but all we really care about is how fast these things are, right? So let's go and find out. Okay, so all we really care about when we're dealing with a router, once you get past the fact that this is a cool black one, which tones in nicely with the rest of my decor, is speed, right? How's the speed looking? So this is the router. So the pack that I'm reviewing, it's a 2-pack. It's a mesh system. So you got the router and 1 satellite unit. You can obviously add other satellite units to it if you want. So here is the router. So this is like the main unit that's plugged directly into my USB modem. So let's do the test and see how it's looking right next to it. So here we go. So as you can see, when I'm right next to it, we're way up over 600 megabytes per second of downloading, and getting close to 500 uploading. And yeah, so I've seen it go even higher than that too. So that's more than enough to do whatever you want to do. It's pretty good speeds. So that's what you would expect when you're right next to the router, right? So let's go and be right next to the satellite and see what it's doing. Okay, so we found the satellite. It's tucked away behind some knitting needles, the TV, a coat rack, all kinds of weird paraphernalia. And we are now downstairs behind a couple of closed doors from that original router. So let's do the test and see how we look. And boom, up into the mid 400s, settling down into the high 3s, but yeah, around about very nearly 400 MB per second. So that's pretty healthy. I don't know what kind of mesh system or extender system you're running, but to have nearly 400 megabytes per second, just from the satellite is pretty good going. So what about the coverage around the rest of the house? This is a pretty big house. Let's go into a few corners and find out what's going on there. Right, so not a very nice day, but I thought I'd come out to the front door because I've got a wireless doorbell out here, and that needs to be connected to the internet. So let's fire this up and see what happens. Oh my goodness, straight up over 400. Just like that. So yeah, I'm not going to miss any visitors at the front door anyway. That's good. And finally, the old bedside table. So as you can see here, we've got a book that connects to the internet, various chargers for various devices that connect to the Wi-Fi, a home pod which does, and there's even a smart light in that bedside light. They all need to connect. So what are we looking like here? Here we go. This is about, I'd say 10 to 15 meters away from any of the nearest, either the router or the satellite. And look at that. Talk about consistent speeds right around the house. That's, what have we got there? Nearly 350 megabytes per second. Upload's not quite so quick here for some reason, but who cares? It's the download speed, that's all I care about. And yeah, that's looking pretty good to me.